Are we going?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Huevos con Weenies podcast. I'm your host, Jay the Creator, and with me again today is Purple Suns,
Hello, everyone.
his famous catchphrase.
I'm
We
gonna get that on a shirt.
should make that into a shirt.
Yeah.
Just hello.
Would it just be a lot of L's and O's?
Yeah, because maybe like 4 L's, 2 O's.
Or it could be like kind of like a play on words where, I'm known for the being like the satanic guy, so it'll be a lot of L's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It'll just be funny.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not a crazy Satanist, you guys.
Even though a lot of people in the family think you are.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting, to be honest. It upsets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
I kind of think like, well, because you know how in like tuned with God I am.
Oh yes.
I know it's fucking lame to say, but when I see like how they treat you, it's like, no,
It's like I'm the
I'm
minority.
trying to save you. No,
I'm the minority against minorities.
exactly.
It's incredible.
Yeah, because we've talked about on the podcast before. You're not the Satanist that we think that you are.
Yes, I don't believe in any deities.
Yeah, you're like the I don't know. Can I say like American Satanist?
Modern Satanist, I guess, is what they call. But
Okay.
yeah, I think there is like an American Satanism.
Okay, yeah, you're the American Satanism.
All right.
You're not the Mexican Satanism.
Yeah,
That's something completely different, which is what I thought you were in the beginning when you told me.
yeah. Everyone was scared, especially when I got my tattoo because I got the pentagram, and also I remember some of my cousins texting me just saying like, "Why would you do that?" And they were kind of mad, I guess,
Yeah,
or like
I remember
shocked.
the comments that you got when you posted the photo on
Oh,
Facebook
yes.
and the argument you got into.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't even me. It was Gabby.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I guess her friends are able to see pictures that I tag her. I guess I tagged her. That's how they saw it. So
Gotcha.
it showed on her feed as well.
Yeah,
And then
she saw people judging you.
yeah, there was one guy that said, "Do you even know what that means?" And then Gabby was saying something after that. But yeah, I never even said one word.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are really
The audacity of that guy to say like, "Do you know what that means?" Like you're like, "Nah, man, I'm just edgy, I'm just wanting weird symbols on my body without doing any sort of research."
well, he was a hardcore Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And he was also a trucker. So
kind of weird.
yeah, they call him Bulldog.
Truckers are known to be one of the worst sinners,
Oh
especially with those lot lizards.
yes. Lot lizards.
Yeah.
What is that?
There are the prostitutes who hang around truck stops.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
they call them lot lizards.
Whoa. I need to see a documentary on that.
They probably don't have a documentary on it. I mean, I'm sure maybe they have some videos of people asking truckers like, "What's your worst lot lizard experience?"
That makes for a great horror movie because that's kind of scary knowing someone's going to knock on your door.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
just knock on your door,
They
huh?
walk around and knock on truckers' doors.
That's scary as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
But
what
like-
if it's like 3 a.m. and you're trying to sleep?
Somebody's knocking on your door.
Yeah. And you're all like, you pick a spot that's supposed to be private where no other trucks are, and then suddenly someone knocks on your door. Like, fuck that.
You have to have a gun if you're gonna be a trucker.
Oh,
I would
yes.
imagine, unless you're not allowed to have a gun,
Yeah. I'll have a
then
fucking.
that would be scary.
No, shotgun would be too much, maybe. But it'd be scary. It could.
Yeah, I don't know. I would need to look into that because, let's say like you're a trucker, you're going from California to Florida. There's no way like you can cross state lines with a shotgun, right? Because
Well,
different
who's gonna
states
search for
have
it?
Different. That's true.
Unless
I've
there's
never seen a police
inspections.
officer pull over a truck with a trailer behind it,
Me either.
right?
Yeah, I've never seen that. But I imagine it happens.
Maybe like once or something. The guy
Hmm.
was dozing off.
Oh, yeah. That's when I think they'll pull you over, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen that happen too.
Yeah,
Oh, that's another thing. Truckers, they take a lot of drugs.
yeah, they do.
Hardcore drugs to stay up.
Like
You
cocaine.
gotta meet deadlines and shit.
They even have little shots that they drink.
That's the worst when you gotta meet a deadline and you can't even control the speed of how fast your truck can go.
Yeah, and you could only drive without sleeping for so long before
Of course.
it gets a little crazy.
I mean, it would be nighttime and I can't drive more than 2 hours.
Whoa.
Doesn't even matter
Oh,
what
nighttime, huh?
time it is.
Yeah, you'll start feeling sleepy.
Or like even if I am awake at night and I'm driving, the cutoff is 3 a.m.
Oh,
I don't know what
okay.
it is about 3 a.m., but if I'm driving at 3 a.m., I'm falling
Yeah.
asleep behind the wheel.
Well, you left this house at like 5 a.m. without sleep, and you were pretty inebriated.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Maybe it kept you awake.
Or I think it's because I take the streets and not the highway.
Ah.
'Cause every time
You
I
have to
fell
be
asleep,
more alert.
yeah,
Like,
because every time I
got-
fell asleep behind the wheel, I was on the highway
Okay.
when there was nothing around me.
Okay.
You know.
So maybe because those intersections, you had to like pay
Yeah, I
attention
gotta
to
be
all
like,
the
okay, I
stops
gotta,
and all the
change lights
goings.
and-
Who's on the left? Who's on the right?
focus
Who's
how fast
going?
I'm going. Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably it. That's
Yeah.
what stops me from dozing off.
Oh, that
behind the
makes
wheel.
sense. Whereas if you were on the highway, you just be going straight,
Yeah,
and
Just
you better
looking
have a good
straight ahead of me.
podcast, wink, wink, to keep you awake, huh?
exactly.
Yeah.
I only listen to the Wallace Conweenies podcast when
Yep.
I'm driving.
Who's with me here? Yeah, we still need to get those stickers out, man.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
worry.
still in the preliminary discussions, but we want the best sticker. The best sticker.
The best sticker we could possibly get our hands on.
Mm-hmm.
And the best sticker that $50 can buy.
Yeah, all American made stickers.
We don't want no China stickers.
No, if we could get some from another country, probably for real cheap, I would do it.
I mean, of course. That's what everybody wants to do.
Let's not start that fake patriotism that we see everywhere. Your Make America Great hats, all in China, made in China.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the one from the official line, I think they realized like their first batch may have been Chinese, and then people started catching on.
Yeah.
And I think they're then made on American factories. So,
Or maybe they just paid a little extra. Like, hey, can you guys make some tags that just say "Made in America"?
yeah, damn, that's sneaky.
Right? Because how much extra would that be? Like fucking 50 cents a hat?
But could you get sued for that? Yeah, someone gets the hat and they investigate and they decide to do a lawsuit.
I mean, we're talking about Trump supporters here, man.
And someone's they love to sue, don't you think?
I don't think.
Or
they
maybe
dig
taking
that
things
deep.
into their own hands, huh?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Not to that extent, anyways.
Mm. Either way. But yeah, the best sticker has to be weatherproof so you could stick it anywhere. So it could be like out. Oh, should we get like reflective ones too? Now I'm getting crazy. Maybe a glow in the dark one.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
The glow in the dark one.
Yeah. So you could maybe even slap it on the wall in your room, turn off the lights, and all you'll see is that little Huevos con Weenies logo with the smiley mustache.
Yeah, we gotta get a sticker first, and then we'll take it from there.
Yep.
See how people respond to it.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully, we can ship them out internationally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause
Exactly.
we have a lot of Indian listeners.
Yeah.
Shout out to people in
A
India.
lot of Indian listeners. We still see you guys.
You could be the next Indian listener to win a sticker.
Yep. Yeah.
Follow us.
You don't
on
even have to
Instagram
pay for shipping on that one.
and Twitter at Gon Weenies. That's CONWEENIES. Gon Weenies. That's Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
For a chance
Find
to
us
win
there.
a free sticker.
Yep. And yeah, they're gonna be we would be shipping them out to you for free. So if we really do see someone out there supporting, we'll definitely show our support as well to the listeners.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, this show wasn't even going to happen. This was originally scheduled to be recorded a lot earlier, and the power goes out for roughly like 2 hours. It feels like.
Yeah, because it's already gonna be 10 o'clock. We're
Yeah.
not supposed to be recording right now.
And my bedtime, it's coming up. I have to wake up early, but we're making it happen. And guess what episode we're in? Episode 13. So it's the
Yeah.
unlucky episode that wasn't supposed to happen.
Wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. All
Yeah.
because of a fucking power outage.
But we persevered. Not even a damn power outage could stop us.
From making this podcast.
If we could record a podcast with no power, we would.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, definitely. But we need all these computers and monitors and lights.
Someone should make a computer that doesn't use electricity. Huh? You want to be rich? Make that.
Strictly solar powered.
Not even. It's powered by your dreams and motivations and perseverance.
Yeah.
Persevations?
Good luck to the person that rents that.
Yeah.
Tries to, at least.
It reminds me of like that Fast and the Furious where Vin Diesel goes to the guy's engine and he sees no motor or anything in it. He's like, what is it running on? Hopes and dreams? I think that's what the line was, or something along those lines.
I haven't seen the Fast and Furious movies in a long time, so I don't even know which one
It's
you're talking
the
about.
very first one.
The very first
with Vin
one?
Diesel. He breaks into the competitor's garage.
Yeah, okay, then he checks for an engine.
Yeah, and there was none, and then suddenly the guys come in. Or was that number 2? No, that had to be 1.
Yeah, 'cause
that was number
2,
1.
Vin Diesel wasn't even in it.
Oh, yeah, that's why it sucked.
He wasn't in number 3 either. Well, he was at the end,
Yeah.
which was very confusing at the time.
Maybe they didn't have enough to pay for him, so they just brought him in way at the end.
Yeah.
That was like a very low budget Fast and the Furious movie, the third one.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It felt like an indie A24. I'm just kidding.
I like
It
how
felt like a indie Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. Like, I like how it focused on, like, the Japanese car culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they had a lot of catchy
Compared to
Japanese
just
songs.
driving straight, like over here in America.
Yeah.
Over there drifting and shit.
We only like driving straight, and we only like driving in circles.
Yep.
That's why we got NASCAR.
Oh, we got NASCAR.
Have you ever
Track
tried watching NASCAR?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Hmm.
But I kind of feel like if I was actually there, then that would be cooler.
Yeah.
'Cause, you can get all fucked up with a bunch of people, and
If you're
the cars
actually
go
there.
really fast compared to watching it on TV.
Well, that's how some people are with baseball. They say, they rather play it than well, first there's 2 camps, right? There's people who rather play it than watch it, and there's people who don't watch it on TV but will go to a baseball game.
Yeah.
So,
Going to baseball games.
I
is
like
cool.
playing baseball. I like watching baseball.
Yeah.
I like going to baseball.
Shout out Oakland A's,
Oakland
my
A's,
team.
my team too.
Nice.
I remember we used to live. Yeah, your grandma lived next to us actually.
Yeah.
Same block and stuff.
East Oakland. Shout out East
There
Oakland.
we go. Yeah, so whenever there would be games, you could actually not only notice a lot more traffic, but you could actually see like the stadium lights and everything from far away.
Yeah.
I didn't have a high enough house to see the stadium, but I knew it was there
Yeah.
because there was a lot of light over there in that direction,
Exactly.
which gave me an erection. And that's when I found out about masturbating.
Okay.
I'm just playing.
I can't believe like Oakland sold the Raiders to Las Vegas.
It sounds weird.
I still can't like why would they do that? Who the fuck decided that? Did the city decide that?
Hmm.
Who are we supposed to celebrate now?
Does it still have the same owner?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, I can't imagine if they sold it to a new city.
Hmm.
It has to be somebody new. It's kind of funny because at the time when I was working in Oakland, every Sunday I would have to drive past the stadium, and there was always the same guy at the front.
What?
Yeah.
Like just standing there?
Well, no. They're all waiting
To get in.
It's Sunday football,
Oh,
so they're waiting to get in. Right?
like pre-gaming guy or
Yeah,
like
fucking,
yeah,
what's it called?
pre-game
tailgating.
Tailgating.
So they
Pre-gaming.
tailgate before the actual games start. They get nice and fucked up, eat some hot dogs or burgers or whatever. And yeah, like in the front of the line, there was always the same guy there.
Well,
We're talking like I must have fucking passed by that thing every Sunday like 12 times. It was always there, number
I
one.
wonder if he has like, what do they call it? Season passes?
He had, oh, for sure, man. He must have. He had this big ass like Toyota truck, all decked out in all black. Had
Damn.
Raiders on the side, and he had this huge ass grill hooked up to it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I wonder what he's doing now
He must
that
have
he
been,
can't.
like, a big super fan.
You think he
I-
was crying
I
when he
feel
found
like-
out?
Because he was such a super fan, I feel like
He
he
could've
must have moved to Vegas to follow the Raiders.
Super fans, that's the thing. Super fans will dislike that move. They're like, in order to be the Raiders, you have to be in Oakland.
Yeah.
Like, I will not take my team any other way. So that's another thing about super fans. So I don't know. It could go either way.
That's true.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
if like imagine if like the Philadelphia Eagles got traded to like Boston.
Or like the Yankees being traded or being like moving to somewhere else, Boston,
There's Boston
As well? 2 Boston teams. Like, why do we need 2 Boston teams?
Yeah, they would definitely feel hurt by that.
Yeah.
I was so pissed when the Eagles won the Super Bowl
Man, I'm so happy I don't know anything about that.
because like
Did that just happen?
yeah,
Oh, damn.
because like I only say this because people from Philadelphia, fuck you guys. You guys are terrible people.
Well, we have Philadelphia listeners.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
You serious?
Like, we've had a few plays there, but nothing too crazy.
I want to officially apologize to the city of Philadelphia. I am so sorry.
But maybe it's someone
But you
who's
guys
stuck.
gotta admit, you guys went a little too far when you won the Super Bowl, all right? They were
Hmm.
they were destroying shit, fucking going all crazy.
Maybe
I mean, they're football fans. You guys, I gotta admit, you guys are dedicated.
I feel like
football
Raider fans have done that before as well.
Maybe
I think they've done that.
football fans are crazy.
Yeah, football
That's
fans.
all I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, people from Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's one sport that I could never really get into.
Where do we not get listens from? I gotta say something about somewhere. What the fuck?
I gave you a spreadsheet. Well, it needs to be updated now because there's a lot more.
Well, see, there you go.
Right.
Soon we're gonna have
You have
fucking-
old stats.
Soon we're gonna have listeners from like everywhere, and then I can't say shit about nowhere.
Yeah. Well,
Can I say
They
shit
just-
from Alabama?
I guess we don't have any place from Alabama
There we
yet.
go. Alabama, you're my new target. You people from fucking Alabama are the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. Even though I've never met anybody from Alabama, I imagine it would be fucking terrible.
They're gonna start crying once they hear this if they ever go back to the older episodes.
Maybe like fucking.
Those Alabamians, they're always fucking each other.
They must get tired of those jokes, you know. It's like everybody from Alabama fucks their sisters, or fucks their brothers.
Nobody fucks my sister but me.
Yeah,
You hear me?
that's how I imagine somebody from Alabama talks.
Yeah. Yeah, how do
With
they?
that southern drawl,
They do talk like this.
talk like this.
And that's a misconception, I think, is when you hear that type of voice, a lot of people don't think you're too bright just by having an accent like
Yeah,
that.
I definitely think they're dumb. Yeah.
Have you ever seen an IT person that has that Alabama accent?
No.
But it must exist.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so those are smart people.
Like somebody in fucking Alabama that repairs iPhones. Like, oh, I see you fucked up your screen. No worries, ma'am.
You see that there crack right there?
Yeah, that don't work no good no more.
Yep.
We gotta fix it. It'll be $50 for a new screen.
See, this is how the 10s are. See, you got to go with the new ones, right? What's the one with the super expensive screens with the 9 gigabit ratio screen?
Yeah, I just can't imagine somebody talking like that and working on tech stuff.
Yeah, me
But
either.
I'm like you said, I'm sure they're out there.
They're out there,
Yeah.
right?
They have to
Unless
be,
they,
yeah. Unless nobody in the Midwest can get their phones fixed.
oh yeah, they ship them out to get them fixed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit. It's a good thing we don't have any listens. from
Another
them.
interesting thing would be seeing IT in other countries. going to fucking Japan or China and then going to like one of those corporate buildings and just seeing their IT and see like them speaking their language and looking at the computer screen.
Yeah.
And you're all seeing, you know, Chinese style letters.
Well, you Japanese style letters, yeah. Not
I said Japanese or Chinese, so
okay. All right.
I think I said that.
I heard Japanese. I
Well,
didn't
we'll
hear
see.
Chinese.
The listeners could dictate.
All right,
If
yeah.
I get it wrong, then you definitely deserve a free sticker if you point it out.
There you go.
Once we get the stickers.
Once we get the stickers,
Yeah.
we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we're thinking of getting also a banner. Anyways, I digress. But yeah, seeing all the little Korean characters on the screen, that'll be nice.
Okay.
Obviously, that's a joke.
Of course.
Yeah, but you know, in Australia, the government is basically proposing a bill that'll make Google pay for all of the news that they give to people once you do a search. So they're like, if you're gonna use these news sources as like your feed, then you have to pay them basically if you're Google.
Okay.
So Google doesn't like that. They threaten to pull out of all of Australia. So currently, like in any other country, I would assume Google just fetches the information and then it gives you a list of them, right? Gives you a list of all the links to the news.
Okay.
Okay. So over there, they want Google to pay all the news outlets for it to be even featured on a page,
Okay.
even on a search.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
get
it would be a free advertisement for those websites. Like just by having Google show your results. If
Yeah.
you're one of these companies, I think, yeah, that's good. But now they want to double dip.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm not like too educated on that kind of stuff to really give an opinion.
Ah,
But I do know that the right to repair is actually coming up.
you're just stating a fact.
Yeah, the right to repair, which is something that Apple and Samsung, I believe Samsung,
Okay.
and Google as well, have been lobbying against because they don't want people fixing their phones.
Whoa,
I don't know if you know this, but I have the iPhone XS Max.
you
And I
bastard.
got this phone because it's the last one that you're able to repair by yourself.
Dang.
Like the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 12, you can't fix that yourself. You technically you can switch out the screen, or no, sorry. You can switch out the screen and it'll work. You'll
Okay.
see an image,
Uh-huh.
but on the screens of the iPhone, it has the Face ID,
Yeah.
which scans your face
Yeah.
unless you unlock your phone, and the camera is connected to it as well. Now the camera isn't for the iPhone 11, it's for the iPhone 12.
Okay.
You switch that over and it's not going to work because you need authorized software from Apple
Oh no.
to reprogram it onto the new screen. So they gave screens serial numbers. So
Oh my
if,
god.
like, let's say my phone, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the Face ID.
Yeah.
It's connected to the serial number on my screen. And if I switch out the screen, it'll see a totally different serial number and it's not going to connect or
Dang.
work.
So it's like the board checks in with all the parts, and
Yeah.
if there's a new part that's trying to make friends with the board,
That it doesn't
It's-
recognize.
I feel like I have a southern twang now, like a southern board.
Southern board.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
getting information from the parts, and if there's a newbie part, he's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, it's not going to give them access.
Yeah.
Which is something that hasn't really been done before. Because, before you were able to just
Yeah.
switch out your screen and the parts, no problem.
And we noticed this quite a while back when we became computer technicians as well. When, like, let's say you switch out a motherboard
Oh,
on
yeah.
or a logic board in this case with
Yeah.
Apple, it needs, in order for it to work, you need to serialize it, and only, you know, an authorized service provider could serialize it to work. Otherwise, if you were to swap it, let's say you have an Apple laptop and your motherboard's dead, you buy another one on eBay that's the same model, and you open that one, switch out the motherboard, and if you try to turn it on your good computer, now that you have a good motherboard in there, it'll basically not work, because it'll basically say, oh, like, I don't belong to this computer. So
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's how they're doing it with phones now, which is ridiculous because, you know, when you buy something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's yours now. You have the right to do whatever you want to do with the phone now. And if you want to fix it yourself, you should be able to do that.
Yes, exactly.
But Apple doesn't want you to do that, which is why they sued uh, um, an iPhone repair shop in Norway.
Oh.
And, you know, unfortunately, they lost. One of the old shops that I worked for, they tried to sue them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got a letter, and my boss told me he got a letter in the mail, and he asked his cousin about it because his cousin's a lawyer.
Oh shit.
And then
Dang, that must be handy.
They sent back like a cease and desist letter.
Ooh.
Because, you know, they weren't doing anything. Technically, they weren't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
By fixing phones.
Oh yeah, that's I think even like a bigger I think it's a tech channel, the Linus Tech Tips or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think they ran into an issue with Apple as well. So Apple's like big bullies.
Oh, they definitely are, man.
They're very protective, I guess.
Yeah, because like for Apple parts, right?
Yeah.
You buy them from China, and they essentially have to smuggle those parts into America.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fucking ridiculous because, you know, I mean, Apple buys their parts all the time from the same people, and just because they have a license, they want it
to go through them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because, you know, getting your phone fixed, it costs like so much money compared to just getting it done at a shop or by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. So it seems like eventually the job that is being a computer or device technician, like phones or anything, is going to be limited to authorized dealers or services, right, that Apple approves of. And who knows if any other companies are going to follow suit. Maybe Samsung, since they seem to try to copy everything Apple does as of late.
Yeah. That's why that's why the bill was being presented this year to hopefully, you know, we can start fixing our own stuff without having any legal repercussions.
Yeah. Stopping up, like, Apple.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess you know, you hear people all the time, especially like anarchists, talk about how capitalism is bad and blah blah blah. And I mean, I guess in this case, capitalism is kind of bad. But there are plenty of examples of why capitalism is good.
Yeah.
You know, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me buying a bunch of bananas for $5 and then selling them to you in a beautiful, delicious smoothie for more?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's capitalism.
Yeah. So yeah, capitalism without the monopolies works.
Yeah.
Right. So you still need some regulations.
And also,
like
all these dumbass anarchists that talk about how capitalism is bad, they're shopping at like fucking Walmart. They have iPhones.
Oh yeah.
And you know, going to all these different fucking big name stores. What about the little guy, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you help out the capitalism little guy? You fucks.
Yeah, I've seen some people basically, I think there was something going on with it was during the time when the censorship, or they were going to, I think the FCC, was it FCC who basically was controlling net neutrality?
FCC, yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking piece of shit Ajit Pai, whatever the fuck his dumbass
with his big ass
is.
Reese's mug. But anyways, for some reason, that has something to do with like the prices of the internet as well. And on came a discussion at my work at the time about Comcast charging us more.
Yep.
So they were like, they felt like Comcast should charge us more because
Dummies.
capitalism, because we could always go to another service provider. But
That's not true.
yes, exactly.
That's not
They
true.
have monopolies
Yeah.
that I can't even get any other service provider out here.
Yeah, who else is gonna
I'm
give me
stuck.
fucking internet?
I'm stuck paying a hand and a fist,
Exactly.
which is the same thing.
The bullshit about okay, here's why. Here's why the Comcast thing is bullshit. It's not about the money. It's about the fact that they put data caps on how much internet we're allowed a month.
Yeah, it's not finite.
We're in the year 2021. Internet has become a necessity for everyday life. And we're not just talking about Wi-Fi. We're talking about fucking just regular LTE satellite data.
It's not something you could run out of.
Yeah, they can't run out of internet. If they tell you they can, they're fucking lying. You can't run out of Wi-Fi. That's not how that works. They just put a cap on, okay, this person in this house can only use 500 gigabytes of data a month, which is fucking stupid. You think that's a lot, but it's not.
Yeah.
With how much TV, Netflix,
everything's online.
Facebook, every like, every photo share, every fucking video you take of, your daughter's fucking birthday, all that costs data.
Yeah.
It adds up.
And not even that, but all your Alexa devices, your Google Homes, your Ring devices on your front
that's
door.
That's just using Wi-Fi 24/7.
Yep. So you got to think about that. And they are always out trying to advertise, like, we put 1 terabyte, I think it was 1 terabyte cap limit.
Yep.
And they're like, this is enough for 80% or 90% of all of our customers who have a household of 4 or 5 family members or less.
Which is bullshit.
Like, yeah, right.
With how much fucking TV kids watch, how much time they're on their iPads using
Imagine
Wi-Fi.
5 people, even 4 people in your house all using the internet. Your wife is streaming, your kids are streaming, playing video games online.
Bro, not only that, because of this pandemic, everybody's working, mostly, a lot more people are working remotely now, and they're using Wi-Fi for 8+ hours a day on top of what they were already doing.
Yeah. Other countries have it a lot better with internet. It's a lot, no caps. It's a lot cheaper to have internet.
Too.
Faster. Yeah. And did I say how cheap it is to get internet over there?
Oh yeah, that's another fucking thing. This Comcast specifically, they can make your Wi-Fi super fast, but they don't want to because you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
They call it what do they call it? Speed boost or turbo boost?
Yeah, fucking the internet ultimate package.
Yeah, when I look at my package, it looks super ridiculous. Like they have 3 different type of add-ons on my plan. So I have the gigabit internet, and then in order for it to get to a gigabit, they had to add like some sort of speed boost plan, and then they also have other things like, oh yeah, I had to buy the unlimited data so I wouldn't have to get capped.
Extra $30 a month on top of an already $100 plan.
I was paying $50, but I think they said they lowered it. I don't know. I gotta check on that, but I was paying $50. Yeah. And it's ridiculous. So I look at my package and it has like 3 to 4 different bundles on it. And all I want is gigabit internet, no caps.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
They try to fucking offer me this stupid like fucking box that was able to stream 4K movies and shit. Like, man, I don't fucking want that shit. Why the hell do I want something that you guys give me? So you can fucking spy on me? Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. They want to be inside of your home.
I'm not gonna be your fucking what do they call the people that they give boxes to monitor what they watch? Is it called like a Ferguson family or something?
Oh, what do they call it? That is something.
I don't know the name of it specifically, but here in America, I don't know who exactly, but there are people that'll give like a regular American family a box, and then they'll monitor what they watch.
Yeah.
So they have a data of what the typical American watches.
Which reminds me, there's these companies out there who are also paying people to, well, I guess they give you some sort of Ethernet adapter, and you plug your Ethernet wire into it, and then you plug it into your device, like a computer or, anything, a streaming box. And basically, you get a paycheck like every month just by having that on your, having that connected to your devices.
Yeah,
But
sketchy as fuck.
apparently, yeah, they use the data, and who knows what the hell they're doing with it, selling it. But they're basically just monitoring everything you're doing. So
I mean, they already do with with the regular Wi-Fi. They monitor everything that you do.
yeah, but these aren't even the internet companies that are doing this. It's just some shady ass companies.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you just get a paycheck every month for nothing.
Oh, that's fucking
At
weird.
least that's what people think.
There's always a cost, man.
Also, it's I'm sorry to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like shit like that is super shady. Like I remember I was on TikTok and somebody dumb made a TikTok recommending everybody get Ola VPN so that they can watch Japanese
That's one of the
anime on
worst
Netflix.
ones.
Yeah, and then I commented letting everybody know like, hey, just let you guys know, don't get Ola VPN.
Yeah.
They say it's free, but they collect your data and they sell it.
Yeah. Why do you think all of these VPNs are free?
There's always a cost, man.
It's like what they say. If something is free, then you are the product.
There you go.
So they're using you as the product. So they're taking your data and then selling it.
Yeah.
Taking your data and selling it.
If you guys are worried about your internet, your data being sold, there are plenty of legitimate VPNs out there that don't sell data. You have to pay a fee,
Yeah.
but
Nothing
it's comes worth it.
Yeah, and
it's
actually
relatively cheap.
they're cheap.
Really cheap.
Yeah.
Just for a VPN.
Mm-hmm.
I quite let's see, don't get Nord. I've heard bad things about them.
Yeah, I think they put a lot into their marketing. They're not the worst. Private internet access (PIA) is good, although there's a caveat: is that they were recently bought out by another company who's a little shady. So,
Ooh. So they're on the out.
And also they're hosted in the U.S., so they're part of the Five Eyes, I think is what they call it, which is a collaboration of different nations that share information. So if someone had a warrant, if someone in the UK wanted to bust your ass, then they could just talk to the US. The US will give your information to them.
All right, so that one's on the out.
Yeah.
I've used Black VPN before. Is that one still good?
Yeah, it's good. I've never heard anything bad about them. Another caveat is that they're Hong Kong based, but it's Hong Kong, not China. So,
okay.
But they've never done anything that basically marked them as shady.
Okay.
So yeah, I've used them before.
Black VPN. Use them. They're good.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cheap, guys.
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Really, it's really
also,
cheap.
A few more that are good. There's also Molvad as well, and there is the one that I'm currently using right now is Proton VPN, which is Switzerland, hosted in Switzerland. So yeah, no logs, but anyways, you get the speed, you get the privacy, but the main point isn't to try to hide from these 3-letter agencies, but it's more so to kind of dilute all of the ad tracking that you're getting from site to site. So yeah, so it prevents basically sites from following you around the internet and seeing what you're seeing.
Not only that, if you're going to be like downloading torrents or anything, obviously
get a VPN.
That is still illegal,
Yeah.
You should use the VPN if you're going to be downloading stuff like that.
So yeah, that's a good tip. So
yeah, because like as we go on throughout the age of technology, privacy is just gonna it's gonna be more and more of a necessity. Before, because what's stopping the government from saying, okay, like we can't let you guys just browse the internet privately. We need to monitor everything you're doing. I mean, look what happened with fucking 9/11, right? fuck, what's the name?
I think it's called the Patriot Act, or no, that's the stimulus.
Like, look, before 9/11, right? We were able to just
What
fucking
is
get
it
on
called?
airplanes, like, no problem. But now, after 9/11, after the terrorists,
Yeah, that gave them
you
an
know, they
excuse.
gave them an excuse to, go through all your shit and airport, which, I understand. But, that also created, phone monitoring,
Mm-hmm.
what's inside your computer. If
Yeah.
they, I mean, they just need an excuse.
Yep.
If they suspect you of being a terrorist, they're gonna use that as an excuse to get into your shit and look at all your private stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and what's to say, there won't be like a big attack on the internet.
Or they could maybe retroactively start uh, charging people with these new crimes or new fines just by looking at your logs. Let's say you shouldn't say a certain word. Well, now we're going to look back at logs and collect all the people who actually said all these things. And maybe we won't arrest them, but we'll keep logs of you.
Yeah, because I forgot what the reason was, but there was like a string of TSA agents like illegally checking people's phones as they were, just traveling here in the US. And, they detained people for long periods of time, all because the person didn't want to show them what was in their phone. Which,
Yeah.
is none of their fucking business what's inside my phone. It's my private stuff.
Yep. And you have a point. One thing, it's funny that this privacy thing comes up is because this weekend I had an initiative, or last weekend I had an initiative to actually become more privacy centric. So I think what spun that off, first of all, is Firefox. I left them
Really?
because that was my primary browser. But there was some recent statements by the CEO from Mozilla, and they're basically condoning deplatforming and basically censorship. So they basically promote the fact that you could censor, any kind of speech. In their case, they basically encourage the deplatforming of things that people may not like or find offensive. So I don't want my browser basically having opinions of anything. Just be neutral, just be a browser. If anything, just be privacy minded.
Yeah.
And so I did a little bit of research and I found have you ever heard of Brave browser?
I have not.
It's fucking amazing. It's actually built on the open source code from Chrome, so it's based off of Chromium. But they take all the Google stuff out basically. So it looks just like Chrome. You could even download Chrome's extensions for it, but it basically goes onto your Brave browser like no problem.
Okay.
And anyways, there's a ton of settings in there that you could choose that'll prevent sites from tracking you. So they have not only cookie blocking, but cross-site cookie blocking, where if it's cookies that the type of cookies that'll follow you from site to site, then it'll block it basically. So it only lets that site look at their own cookies and not from other sites. There's also fingerprint blocking. So that's basically the new thing right now, is how they track you. Is every browser has a fingerprint, and basically this allows advertising companies to track you all around the internet, because it's like you have a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So this one has randomized fingerprints before every session. So every time you launch the browser, it's always a different fingerprint as well.
Interesting.
The one way that they will know it's you is if you log into these things, right? So you could have a VPN, you could have all the best privacy settings in the world, but if you're just going to log into your Facebook account, Facebook's going to know it's you, no matter where you're logging in from. So that's neither here nor there, but that's a browser that I recommend is Brave. And also you could earn crypto from using it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So right now I think I have like 34 cents and I've already used it uh just this weekend from Friday to no, maybe Thursday, Wednesday through now. I have 30 cents. So they're with this new blocking, since they're blocking everything,
Yeah.
they're coming up with different ways to generate money for advertisers as well as themselves. So basically advertisers pay them just as they would Google to serve ads, but instead of following you around through every website, they basically just serve you uh, basically more, I wouldn't say they're less customized, so it's not like they're following you everywhere and giving you ads that they know you'll like. So anyways, the ad company pays Brave shows you the ad, and you get a percentage just by viewing the ad. Basically, it looks like a little system pop up like on the right corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's non-intrusive. You could even turn it off, so if you don't want any ads, you won't earn crypto, but you could turn all of it off, or you could say 1 ad an hour, 2 ads an hour, but it's very non-intrusive. So it's a way to encourage advertisers. Look, there's another way to make money without following people across the internet. You could just do it in a non-intrusive way. So I opted in for that, and I'm getting crypto.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'll probably look into that.
Yeah.
There's like, oh man, like I understand why you would leave Firefox for the censorship thing, because it is. I do think those people that think a certain way should be punished, but the censorship as well, I do have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because if history has taught us anything, book burning is dangerous. Like imagine if all of a sudden they decided to stop selling Mein Kampf
Yeah.
by Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Like obviously, any reasonable person, you should be able to read Mein Kampf and know, oh, these were the speakings of a delusional, horrible person.
Exactly.
And if you stop people from reading that, it'll be like as if that period of time never happened. And you're just making it like it's destined to happen again.
Exactly.
If people don't know that, oh, this guy's talking about how Mexicans are the superior race. We should really like listen to this guy. He's kind of making a lot of sense.
Yeah.
There's patterns that we need to recognize, and we can't do that unless we have books.
You have to combat speech with speech.
Yeah, not just get rid of that speech, but we got to know that it's there so we can think for ourselves like, oh, okay, these are the talkings of a crazy person.
Exactly.
And when I say that, I'm thinking about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, of all the bullshit that he's ever said, we know it's bullshit. I mean, there are some people out there that really take his words to heart. And for me, at least, I know, like, okay, this guy is believing everything that this guy says. So this must also be a stupid person.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, that's another thing that could get twisted as well, is basically any type of speech that's offensive. So you don't have to condone it, but if you really want free speech, you have to just allow it to be there. Now, don't conflate speech with actions. So it could be the craziest shit you've ever heard, but if there's no action behind it, then it's just speech. But if there's obviously speech and then actions being propagated, then obviously that's a different thing. That's conspiring to do something. But I'm just talking strictly free speech, just free.
Yeah.
No censorship.
It's like, this is what happens when the rules aren't clearly defined.
Yeah.
Because like we have free speech, yes, but there are obviously limits to that. Like you can't just go around telling people that you're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
You can't do that. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't say that we can't do that. But we all collectively agree, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, this guy is obviously a murderer. Like, no, man, it's just freedom of speech.
And
It's like,
that's what
no,
the
dude, it's not how that
downvote button's
works.
for. And all these platforms, if you don't like in Reddit's perfect example, they actually do allow pretty offensive stuff to be said. Not like anything crazy that would be like on Parler or anything, but
Yeah.
I've seen some wild shit on there, and
Of course.
the best way to combat it is basically others debating with that person or just telling them that they're a dumbass as well. But also the downvote button works, and you're not censoring. People still have the option to view it if they wanted to, just by clicking the little show button.
But even Reddit has its faults too, because they've censored stuff before.
Yeah, they've
Like,
gotten in trouble for that.
Like there used to be this subreddit called Fat People Hate,
Oh, yes.
and it was a subreddit where people could go in and blow off steam about how much they hate fat people.
Yep.
If they want to hate fat people, that's fine. You know, I mean, I
It
can
was just
see,
free speech.
I can see the reason why they would hate fat people,
Yeah.
but Reddit ultimately decided to ban them for hate speech,
Yeah.
which, you
Because
know,
it's not appealing to advertisers. And now more so than ever, Reddit is promoting advertising. So they're actually trying to bring in money, but not trying to scare away all the advertisers, of course.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous. I think there's a fine line. Like, obviously, you don't want to go to a platform where it's just full of hate.
Yeah.
But in that case, people will just move somewhere else. But I just don't think that you should ban anything. So like I said, free speech is free speech, no matter if you like it or not.
Yeah, because like their reasoning is that the speech is offensive. Like,
Yeah.
okay, but who is it offensive to?
Yeah.
Because everybody has different lines for what is offensive.
Yeah. And they
There's-
change
it's
all the
not-
time.
Yeah, it changes all the time. Like obviously, you know, in the 80s, you could call your friend a faggot for, you know, being a pussy.
Yeah.
Or, well, you can't even call him a pussy anymore
Nope.
because that's the derogatory term now,
Yeah.
right? So the line is constantly changing, and you know that's okay. We just gotta adapt with it. Like obviously, you know, I know we can't say faggot or gay,
Yeah.
or I mean, I still say pussy because you know, what the fuck, dude. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pussy. Like,
Fuck
what the
pussy.
fuck pussy.
But yeah, you just brought a glaring issue with that is who is it offensive to? So
Probably some
10
fucking
years
feminists.
ago, you could say anything like you mentioned, or you could say certain things and no one would find offense to it.
Yeah.
And in the comedy world, that suffered greatly because now they can't say certain things, which was funny back in the time.
Yeah. Like
And
retard.
yeah. So how far are we going to go? How far are we going to limit? So like today, I could say one thing and then 2 days from now I can't. But then my recording's out there and then people are gonna, you know, try to censor me and ban me from all my
That's why I
platforms.
know a lot of YouTubers for
Yeah.
shit they said like 10 years ago.
So yes, it's noble in theory what they're trying to do, but it's dangerous in a way that you can't really like it's a dangerous territory because opinions are always changing as to what's offensive and what's not.
Like definitely. Like imagine like fucking 5 years from now when somebody takes everything we've said on this podcast out of context.
Which is fine today, but then not fine 10 years from now.
Like I hope you guys listening to this understand that when I said faggot and gay and retard and pussy, that I was explaining that it's not okay to say that stuff.
Yeah.
Now I see how you can make the argument, but you just said it right now. No. I said it to explain myself. There's a difference. Because if I was like, oh yeah, I said the F word, I said the R word, I said the P word, that just sounds fucking stupid. All right? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, no, we can't say the F word anymore. What? We can't say fuck? No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the other F word.
And if someone chooses to use that language, just let it play its course. Like, they'll end up with less followers, less listeners. And if there's more people listening to them than anyone else, then it shows you what the people want. They want.
Oh yeah, dude. Like if I was using that vocabulary like pretty casually every day, I would understand why people would be pissed at me.
Yeah.
But I don't. I don't say stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unless I explain that it's not okay to do that.
Just let it play its course.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
So
I
you,
said, I'm not gonna stop saying pussy because
but yeah,
pussy's great.
yeah. Oh, it is. But still,
It's
fuck
a
pussy.
compliment, ladies.
Yes. Very much a compliment. Because I'd rather be. Never mind.
Yes.
I'd rather toot your horn than mine or any others.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, so the line's changing all the time, and we just gotta adapt. But I do not agree with the way they're presenting the line right now.
Exactly. Bring Parlor back. Let them back. And
Yeah,
all
I
hell.
really feel bad for them. All because
Yeah.
a bunch of fucking
Yeah.
terrorists
Yeah.
hopped up on their platform. Like that's
Exactly.
their fault. Like they told them, "Hey, terrorists, come on over here."
And
you'll be
actually,
fine.
BitChute is one example of another free speech platform, right? Kind of similar to Parler, but
Yeah.
seems like they've been cleaning up as well, since we had a few of you naughty folks leaving glorious reviews for us and telling us how much you love us.
Thank you.
And
White supremacists.
Yep.
Thank you.
But yeah, it seems like they've been cleaning up their act. But yes, it's tough. I just don't want a lot of censorship. So
Of course not.
yeah. But how we would combat the people that are basically taking actions into their own hands is by letting them into the light. Let them be seen. Because by doing that, people will find out who they are. And then similar as to what is happening now is people are finding out who they are, and then they're probably getting death threats by now, or people are trying to arrest them.
It's kind of feel bad for some of them because
just by being there.
Like clearly tell that some of them are just into it just to be a part of a group.
Yeah, into it, and some of them are just fucking crazy.
That
like
too.
dumb crazy.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have a fair shot in life, and just
They
ended up
decided
there.
to listen to a billionaire who said that he was one of them when really he's not.
Yeah.
And yeah, they fell for his tricks.
So
somebody it's funny because like I didn't realize this, but somebody brought up a really good point as how like back in during the times of the Civil War, the rich white people told all the poor white people that they need to fight for the South, even though poor white people in the South couldn't even afford slaves.
Damn.
So why would they still want slavery?
That's a good point.
It wasn't beneficial for them to fight at all. A bunch of you white Southerners fighting for the South literally fought for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're obviously dead by now, right?
Their grandchildren are listening. No, their great grandchildren are listening.
If you had a great grandfather who fought in the South and you're listening to this, I just want you to know that your grandpa fought for nothing and that he died a fucking loser.
That's tough.
That is tough, man.
Yeah.
Your grandpa was on the wrong side of history.
But yeah, we've all been there.
And I hope you changed and were on the right side.
Clean up your act.
Clean up your act. Don't be like your grandpa.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that point was interesting. And then they were comparing it to these times of how, rich white guys telling all the poor white people that they need to fight for him, or else their lives are going to be as bad as black people.
Damn.
And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I kind of feel like I might say something racist.
Oh, so we wouldn't want that.
Yeah, we
so you might get deplatformed in 10 years.
So let's change the subject.
But yes, hopefully this provided you a nice learning lesson. Or actually, hopefully we learned a little bit of each other, basically, and all the different ways to look at things. But yeah, be privacy focused, guys.
Yeah.
Because it's important.
Privacy focused.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't censor. Don't burn books. Don't burn the internet.
Yeah.
Comcast is bullshit. And you should fix your screen.
Fix your screen.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is it racist? Can you be racist to white people?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me start that over for the clip. I want to get it right for the clip.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can you be racist to white people?
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. That's good.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. But with that, we're right at the 1 hour mark, and it's getting pretty late here.
Yeah,
but
I know we gotta fucking go.
but I think it's jam packed, guys.
It was really good, jam packed. It was basically no pauses,
Yeah.
no silence.
It was a good one, and I felt it.
So we apologize to the listeners for the episode not being any longer. As we said, there was a power outage today, and we weren't even supposed to record.
Yeah. But we made it happen.
Yeah, we made it happen for you guys. This will definitely be coming out tomorrow on Wednesday.
Yep. And then just tune in next Wednesday for another episode, because we will definitely keep going. Yeah. And it's becoming a little more empowering every time, seeing all those goddamn numbers go up.
Numbers are going up, guys, and that's all because of you. You fucking rock, listeners.
Yeah.
How many listens did we get this month?
This month, it was like, what was it? Hold up. I'm going to be factual here. I'm going to say it like the true number. And this is just for the listens, not even including YouTube, which has its own views, and even BitChute.
Those.
Yeah. So shout out to the YouTube people and the BitChute people, the ones that don't hate us. And I just shared it too.
Yeah. So it looks like in the last 28 days, we've had 113 downloads.
Yeah.
And we are up with the 113 downloads in the last 30 days. We are up 232%.
That's impressive.
You guys fucking killing it.
Yep.
And let's see, all-time listens, we've had 216. We've been doing this
since November.
Yeah, we're on episode 13.
13 episodes. This is our that's not
month.
Bad.
4th month, and we've already doubled our numbers.
Yeah, that's and that was always a little tough when we first started out, seeing like one play, and then it goes 0, 0, 0, 0 for like.
We got 3.
Yeah,
we were so happy.
Yeah, 3 plays, we were happy.
Yeah, for a while there, we didn't get any listens, but
yeah, for like days at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the one play we got was probably like someone we knew. But now we see people from everywhere. The U.S., India, Mexico,
see you guys
Japan.
On TikTok looking at the vids. Thank you so much.
Yep.
I mean, it's
what more is there to say, guys? Just keep listening, and we'll grow this little club that we got going on. You'll be my favorite weenie.
Goodbye, weenies.
Goodbye, weenies.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Going Weenies. Mm-hmm. And follow us on TikTok as well at Going Weenies.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions for us, email us at mail@huevosconweenies.com. That's HUEVOSCONWEENIES.com.
It's pretty catchy.
All right, that's all.
All right, guys.
Catch you guys later. See you next week. Bye.